Good morning, Internet, and welcome back to the reading of the Master List of Logical Fallacies with Alan Muliger and Sarah Leff. And today we are on number 103, the Pout. Who wants to kick us off?
I can kick us off. The Pout. Also, the silent treatment, nonviolent civil disobedience, non-cooperation. An often infantile argument ad baculum that arbitrarily rejects or gives up on dialogue before it's concluded. The most benign, nonviolent form of this fallacy is found in passive-aggressive tactics such as slowdowns, boycotts, lockouts, sit-downs, and strikes. Under President Barack Obama, the United States finally ended a half-century-long political pout with Cuba. See also no discussion and non-recognition. I feel like this one spent more time describing examples than it did. Like most of the time, it's like this is exactly what it is, and this one was like, here's an example and here's an example. Um, yeah, I don't really. The silent treatment or anything close to it. It's never been my. Well, actually, no. Hang on a second. No, I used to do this one a lot, but like in my own way with my family. So for a while, I used to really believe that I was not loved, not cared for, a mistake. It was one of those, and I remember I would be that person for a while who, if I wasn't being paid attention to by somebody, this is a long time ago. This is when I was younger. I want to say between the ages of, I want to say like 11 to, mm, I'll say 10, 10 to 15. That feels right. Like in that zone, if I wasn't being paid attention to, would just withdraw and get really sad and quiet. And so I would definitely be pouting, that's for sure. Um, so I would be like boycotting social interaction. But beyond that, um, I didn't really, so I didn't like, do much of this, and I don't do much of this now. And I'm also, not that I'm intolerant of it, but I don't entertain it in people today. So that was when I did that a lot. I was between 10 and 15 years old.
Yeah, I want to say I really don't practice this one. I'm really trying to think like, have I ever been forced into situations where like this was kind of an only option? Like perhaps. But because of that, uh, it's like I was coerced into shutting up, kind of a thing. And I don't think that would meet the criteria of this. I typically like to say what's on my mind and do the opposite of this as much as possible. Um, if I think of an example, I'll definitely say it. Sarah, have you done this one?
Um, I think like in the past I have um still sometimes a little bit now, like if I'm really upset about something and I'm like I'm not gonna be nice if I say my thoughts, I just kind of give silent treatment or like ignore. Um so yeah, I mean, but it's not as like it's not frequent. It's just like every every once in a while I would.
Yeah, yeah, I gotcha. Uh, I don't know. At least with me, if you're upset with me, I would definitely prefer you yell at me rather
Yeah.
than rather than pouting for
Okay,
sure.
yeah.
Um, yeah, yeah, I like to try to find where I've done these in life. I really can't say I have done this one because I typically get louder when I'm upset about something.
Mm.
Uh, unless Alan could think of an example that I did with this, I
There
don't
was
think so.
that one time that no, I have no idea.
Okay. Very well.
Bryce was like, "Wait,
He was like,
what?"
what? It was very,
I was
very
excited.
interesting.
I'm like, yes, finally. And you're like, no. I think Alan also knows I get louder when I get upset. Um,
You do. You do.
Yeah, your conviction dial like turns up.
Yeah.
very good. All right. Well, uh, okay. So, the examples they gave were like political ones.
Yeah.
Um, so, hmm. At, back. Ooh, wait a minute. Oh, okay. I'm trying to. I think an example's coming up. Okay. If I'm in a position of power, sometimes. Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. If I'm in a position of power, um, and there is a difficult conversation I'd rather not have, I typically don't. I try to not bring it up in hopes that it just like kind of solves itself.
Mm,
Um, rather than having that difficult conversation.
mm,
Uh, and sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't. Um, there was a there was a person that I was working with in a group with Sarah that was uh, not having the greatest attitude, and it was something that we maybe could have prevented them exiting and making a big to do about it. Like, that could have been handled probably better than just like kind of ignoring it. And so I think if I'm in a position of power, I have rarely done this because I think that's what it's talking about in regards to like Cuba with the United States, I guess. Uh, yeah, okay. There's one, I guess. Maybe that's not even one. There you go. I tried. Moving on. Um,
you try.